Uh, Kwa majina naitwa Alex Langat. I'm the leader of majority katika county hii yetu ya Nakuru. And today I was a bit perturbed by the statements that were issued by our good senator, always known as Keroche, on matters to do with this great assembly. I think we saw it in the press, in the gutter press that was moving on, and the YouTubes by Manoti. And I think Keroche has made very serious allegations concerning us as members of this county assembly. And she had actually started so well by trying to defend her office because of the defamations that have been going on concerning the loss of money in office as a senator of this Nakuru. It is, again, want to thank her a bit for actually accepting that there was a bit of corruption and loss of public funds in our own office, confessed by her, but in her own words, through the YouTube channel. And she has gone ahead to say that action has been taken by sacking of the 3 people who are actually involved. And that is a bit of a responsibility on her side. But Keroche, in terms of issues that were stolen, she should remember that she bears the responsibility. That is her office. Corruption is there. As she always talks about doing her oversight roles, she should actually do something and start by oversighting her own office, even before she can do the oversights of other offices that are existing in this county or in the other parts of the republic. Now, what has really touched her so much is her statements on matters to do with that we as MCAs of Nakuru, we are not doing our roles, that we are not even consulting her, that we slept and we have been bought and we have actually been pocketed. I would wish to, actually I feel sorry for her and really wish to let her know that her allegations are very defamatory. We as an assembly of Nakuru have always been doing our roles. We have done our oversight roles as it is actually required. We have, in many cases, summoned the executive in case of things that have not been going right. We have been able to invite the CECs, the chief officers. We have done this severally on matters that touches on the county matters, including her famous pet, the war memorial issues, that we as an assembly have in many times summoned part of the executive to find out on matters to do with the facts. Matters to do with the Molo hospitals, the ongoing projects that has occasionally caused problems, the markets, and the various small issues that the wananchi have actually been able to raise. As an assembly, we have always gone ahead, and these things are available. We have the answers, which are there. We have the letters of invites. We have the requests for statements on matters that have been touching these great counties, including the issues that were there in Naivasha, including the disasters that were there in Naivasha, including the fishing issues that has been affecting the Nakuru, including the famous affluence discharge here in Salga, including matters to do with the employees and the employments of workers within this particular county. So as an assembly, we are actually doing our own role, and we have been very much on top of the games. And what this good senator and office has lacked is lack of information, because she talks out of what she thinks and what she feels, but she has never taken time together with the office to find out on facts, so that when you come and accuse the assembly that they are not doing the oversight roles, she should be able to substantiate and say which parts haven't we been able to do. When you look at what she also perpetrates, that for us, it's like the Assembly of Nakuru does not think, because she says we have been told, that the MCAs have been told to go and say. And, putting us as we are headless. We are people who actually don't reason. This is very unfortunate, and as a leader of this assembly, I would wish to tell Keroche to toe her line Her oversight role, if she thinks she's doing oversight, she's not really oversighting. I think she's a bit of inciting, and she's actually a bit of a provocative, because when she even goes so personal to talk of how ashamed she is about the MCAs of Nakuru. It's true, it's her own opinion, but I would want to say, I think as a leader, I'm one person also is now very much ashamed about what she has been doing. We have seen her go to various Senate meetings, in many meetings. She's happily portraying in the Manoti TV how she has been able to summon the governor severally to the Senate. But let's ask ourselves, yes, we have summoned, but what were the facts? What were the key things? And what was the end results of those summons that she did? In the end of all the summons that she has done, she has actually appeared to be one person who is not informed about what she is actually doing. She summons and gets the joy, and I think at some point the Senate itself has actually regretted why they are even doing the summons that Keroche has actually been putting, because at the end of the day, it is just totalitarian what she calls the governor to go and do there in the Senate. So we have never seen any one tangible report that has been able to bear fruits out of all these summons. So we should just happy that yes, we've been. You have seen me summon, you have seen me do that. But what those summons, out of them, what has it helped the wananchi? What has it helped to change the direction of leadership within this Nakuru County? And you would find it is just a hot air, and they are just being happy before the cameras that yes, we had summoned the governor because of 1, 2, and 3. A good oversight should bear fruits. At the end of it, when you summon somebody on matters to come and answer, at least you should be able to substantiate facts and fiction, and be able also to bring a change. Because oversight is not about war, it's not about competing. It is not issue that we must always appear to be opposing each other on any basic thing and what happens. The role of an oversight, if we may just be able to tell her, is at least when you discover there is an issue that has been raised by an NGO, you call, you come and differentiate between facts and fiction, and you should be able to fix the problems that has caused the problems that has caused the summoning. But on our case, it's just like a competition. It is, we keep on competing that yes, when there are no facts on this one, you go and look for another thing. When there are no facts on the other one, you look for another mistake so that you appear to be doing. But in reality, you are doing nothing. It's just becoming a busybody, running up and down and trying to cause frictions everywhere with everybody and trying to cause war with everybody and everyone. That is not oversight. Oversight should be harmonious. There should be a way, there should be a communication where you can communicate. If you have an issue, communicate to us that yes, we are seeing there is something that is not going right here, or there is something that wananchi have actually been able to raise. But you can be able to sit and see, is it true that these facts exist? Is it true that the whatever you are complaining has some substance? And then at the end of it all, we should be able to look for a solution so that we can solve and be able to help the county to be able to move forward. Madam Keroche, in some few things, talking about, maybe us talking about our bursary issue. Indeed, of course, if you look at her statements very well, you know, it's a bit alarming because even simple mathematics, going by what her own words she has just mentioned, that out of the 727 million that was misappropriated to repair like 200 vehicles. And then she goes ahead to give a quick mathematics that when you divide 727 million by 200 vehicles, you are getting 36 million. I mean, even a standard 8 kid should know that 727 divided by the 200 cannot be 36 million. Yeah? So it comes almost around like 3 million. So even in our own mathematics, when we talk about giving her bursaries, I think she needs to sharpen her bit of simple mathematical skills, even though she wants to really portray or pass a message of maybe what is happening within Nakuru County. So as an assembly, I must say it's unfortunate that the leader, one of our leaders, has been able to pose and pass such defamatory statements concerning the MCAs within Nakuru. For us, we would want to work harmoniously with any office. We work harmoniously with the office of the governor, and there is a liaison team, so that when there are issues, we will always discuss, we summon each other, we call them, we invite them to this assembly to answer questions. The same thing in our office, she is totally lacked liaison. There is no single day, either her in person or either her office consults this assembly for any kind of information. But you would always find her complaining, we are not helping her in any way. How do you even help a person that we have never seen? In fact, the last time some of us saw Keroche is during the times of campaign, but she's always on the media attacking this assembly of Nakuru. So I would want to tell Keroche and her team, kindly, Senator, just keep to your lane. Do your oversight role, let us do our own, and try to be getting information from this assembly. Come and look at the answer, come and look at our proceedings, and make time even to come to this assembly. You've had a complaint that she was fearing to come to the assembly because she will be heckled. This assembly of Nakuru is one of its own. It's an assembly that has elites, assembly that has people who are well schooled, assembly who have leaders who have experience. It's not an assembly that is not reasonable. So the issue of heckling is not here or there. It is a constitutional requirement that she should also come and address the assembly. So that all these noises that she is making all over in the medias and all the summonings and all the accusations, for sure, let her come and address it in this great assembly.
Maybe if you want to